Monsoon has set in and stepping out in the rains with makeup on can really be disastrous if the makeup is not done the right way. So in this video, monsoon makeup is what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to give you some really good monsoon makeup tips to help you get that flawless makeup for rainy days. Stay tuned. Hi my ethical angels, welcome back to Be Beautethical. If you're new here, I'm Archana and I help you ease into the cruelty-free beauty world one step at a time. So hit that subscribe button and join our community and let's grow together. And yes, do hit that notifications button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And before we get into the video, whatever products I'm going to use today, I will list them all down in the description box below. So do check it out for more details and let's get into the video. So first things first, it is very important to moisturize your face, keep your skin hydrated in any weather condition. I know you sweat a lot, there's a lot of humidity, but use a water-based moisturizer or a gel-based moisturizer. If thick moisturizers are something that don't suit you, use a lightweight formula, use a light moisturizer, but do moisturize your face, hydrate your skin before you move into the next step. The next step is very important as well. Whatever weather condition, whatever makeup that you're going to do, whether you're going to use a foundation or not, it's very important to use a primer. I've mentioned in few of my very old videos that even if there is no foundation that you're going to use, try and use a primer. So I'm going to use this Pore Primer from Jordana. Use a primer that suits you, whether it is a pore refining primer or a mattifying primer. But do use one because it gives a clean base and it helps whatever product you put on top of it to stay longer. Next, address any concerns on your face, whether they are acne scars, whether they are blemishes, or whether they are pigmentation or anything that you want to cover up. Cover that up, but with a very light hand. So my main concern on my face is pigmentation. So I have pigmentation right around here and on the forehead. So I'm going to use this Nykaa Skin Genius Conceal and Correct palette. It is in the shade Medium 02 and I'm going to use this orange corrector and slightly the yellow corrector under my eyes, and the brush that I'm using today is this cream blending brush. This is from Pack Cosmetics and it's a small brush, so it works for under the eyes as well. So I'm going to use the orange corrector around my mouth area and on my forehead slightly, and I'm going to use the orange corrector mixed in with the yellow corrector under my eyes. But I'm going to do it with a very light hand and use the corrector only where you feel there is a need to use it, only where there is darkness. Now that I've used the corrector everywhere, I'm just going to very slightly use the yellow corrector under the eyes, just at the inner corner of the under eyes. And next, I'm going to use this amazing product from Blue Heaven. This is their waterproof makeup concealer. So this, I think, can be used as a foundation, it can be used as a concealer. This is a pretty light shade and I'm using this because I actually want a little brightness on my face. Rainy days are, as it is, quite gloomy, so you don't want your face to look gloomy. So I'm going to use a buffing brush today and I'm going to take it onto the brush. You can also use a dry sponge. So I'm taking it directly onto the brush and all I'm going to do is I'm going to just buff it in. So I'm not a person who would suggest going lighter on your face with a foundation or making your face fairer. I like to keep it at your skin tone level, not very light, maybe under the eyes a little bit and in the highlight areas, but I'm not a person who will say that you go light or lighter than your skin tone. So this is something that is definitely lighter than my skin tone, but I'm going to use it very judiciously, only in the areas where I feel that it is required to be used, and the way that I'm going to use it, it's not going to make my skin look lighter. So I have buffed it in completely Firstly, on the areas where I've used the correctors, that is around my mouth and slightly on my jawline, and also on the forehead, and then whatever was left on the brush, I've just gone on the rest of my skin. I have not taken any additional product because I don't want it to look completely bare, so I've just gone on to this and on the nose as well. So if you want, you can also go on to the eyes. This doesn't have any product on it because I've used it up, and then I'm slightly going to take it on the same brush and I'm going to try and use that under my eyes and slightly over. And under my eyes, I'm just slightly going to go a little bit more with the product because I want my under eyes to look nice and awake, and around the corners of my nose. And I think that's it. The rest of the face is going to remain like this, not much product on it, and I'm going to take this and slightly go on to my neck because I don't want it to look like a completely different shade, and I'm going to buff that in as well. Another reason why I opted for this slightly lighter shade is because my face and neck are darker than the rest of the places that you can see. So this is something that will help me keep the brightness on my face. And this little stick from Blue Heaven is completely waterproof because I recently had a mark on my face which I had to cover while I was going out because it looked really bad, and I went to the pool once without even realizing that I have this thing on which was covering just the mark. I didn't have foundation on. This was definitely on my face, and when I came out of the pool and I saw myself in the mirror, this product did not budge and it remained where it was and nothing really came off. So this is an amazing product to have, and that is why I'm recommending this for the rainy season, because even if you get wet, even if you don't carry an umbrella, if you're using this on face, I don't think it's going to budge. This tutorial is not a full coverage makeup look, and this has given decent coverage because I am not looking for coverage. I'm looking for a daily makeup kind of a look, everyday look. So that is why I used a buffing brush and buffed the foundation all over, and I'm not even using a lot of foundation or concealer, whatever this is. They say it is concealer, but I think you can use it as both foundation and concealer. And to set all of this in place, I'm going to use this Ben Nye Luxury Powder. This is in the shade Fair, and I'm going to lightly put this all over my face. If you prefer a dewy look, use less powder. For me, I sweat a lot and less powder is not an option. So on the neck, I can still use less powder, but not on the face. And to powder slightly well under the eyes, I'm just going to use a smaller brush, eyeshadow brush, flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to powder that area really well because that can crease at any time without even you getting to know, and you don't even want it to look dewy. And whatever products you're using, make sure that they are waterproof, they are tried and tested, and you use long-lasting, smudge-proof, waterproof products during rainy season. Please do not make a mistake of using non-waterproof, whether it is a mascara or a kajal or whatever product or a foundation or a concealer. Make sure that it is waterproof because even though it is not raining when you step out, it might start raining because it's monsoon. So don't take that chance. And since I'm going for a very natural day kind of a look during rainy season, I'm going to keep the eye look very simple. I'm going to use this bronzy shade from the NYX Smoky and Highlight palette, and that is the only shade that I'm going to use today. I'm going to directly use it with a blending brush, and I am just going to use it all over my eyelid for a very subtle shine. You can choose any other shade if you are of a lighter skin tone than I am. You can choose a lighter shade as well. That is something that will look natural. Choose something that is closer to your original skin tone, so it doesn't look like you have done a lot of makeup. And that's it. I'm not going to use anything on the outer corner. I'm not going to use anything in the crease. I'm not going to use anything on the lower lash line. And my next step is using this Faces Magnetized Kajal. This is a waterproof kajal, smudge proof, waterproof. So this is going to be long lasting and it's not going to be affected by the rain or water. So I'm going to use this kajal in my upper waterline to tightline the eyes. If you want to use an eyeliner, make sure that it is a waterproof eyeliner and that you've tested it properly before stepping out, or you've used it before, or somebody has told you that it is completely waterproof. You can test it on your hand as well. Or another option is use a gel eyeliner. Gel eyeliners are waterproof. And I'm going to use the same kajal to fill in my brows, because even though it's black, I know how to work around a black kajal. I have a video coming up on how to use a black pencil kajal to fill in your brows. If you want to know, stay tuned for that one. Do subscribe and hit that notifications button so that you don't miss that update. First of all, this is waterproof, and secondly, I don't have to use any additional product to fill in my brows. So that is why I am using this kajal today to fill in my brows. And I don't want to do any contour on my face. I want to keep the look fresh and simple. So I'm just going to use a blush. I'm going to use this beautiful rosy blush from the Sugar Cosmetics face palette. This is in the shade number 2 Vivid Victory, and I'm very slightly going to blush up my cheeks. Whatever is excess, I always tend to remove that on the back of my hand, because I don't want a lot of blush on my face at the first instance. That has given a lot of color to the face. And I'm also going to use the same brush and the highlight color from the same palette, and I'm just going to highlight my face slightly. And I'm going to use the highlight shade and very slightly here on the brow bone. If you want to highlight the bridge of your nose, just go ahead and do that. And to complete the eyes, I'm going to use this waterproof mascara from Essence. This is their Lash Mania Extreme Lash Mascara, and it is waterproof. It's important to use waterproof in rainy season. I really like the mascara, but the wand is a little flimsy. Use a good amount of mascara, because that is what will define this look. There is not a lot going on the face as it is. And the very last step is lipstick. For lipstick, I'm using this color called Thrilling Pink from Color Bar Cosmetics. So you can choose the color of your lipstick. I would like to keep it fresh. I'm not going to make it look like I have a full-on lipstick. I'm going to make it look like a tint. You can use your fingers to do that. You can use the lipstick directly and just dab it on your lips. And that is the completed look. I've kept it very, very simple, very, very fresh. This is something that you can wear every day during rainy season. There is not much going on the face. There is very, very simple and fresh makeup, and I really like to keep it like this. I in fact don't even wear a concealer and foundation on some days. I just like to powder my face, throw on some blush, some highlighter, and really define my eyes with mascara or kajal or both, and do my eyebrows and a little bit of lipstick. So I think this is something that will really work out for you if you are struggling with a rainy day makeup. And make sure you use all waterproof products. Not even one product should be something that can run out and ruin your makeup. If you don't have a waterproof foundation, just skip it. If you don't have a waterproof mascara, skip it. If you don't have a waterproof kajal, skip it. Whatever you don't have which is waterproof, just skip it. So this is how you can do your monsoon makeup without having to worry about your makeup running down on a rainy day. So I hope you liked this video and this look. I really like it, and I do it a lot of times when I step out in any weather really. Do give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you like this look, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications button so that you don't miss another update from me. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day, and here's wishing you a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.